Hello students, this is the second video of the review to Oxford and Cambridge. Remember that this video is for 5th grade. So, in the first activity, you need to read and write true or false. These 5 sentences are about the class book, page 41. But the challenge is that if you can do it without looking at the class book, can you do it? Do you remember? For example, there are over 40 sports clubs in Oxford and Cambridge. Is that true or false? Let's see the first one as an example. The first one is true. And you continue doing the same with the rest of them. The second activity, you need to complete Peggy's email. All right? So my name is Peggy and I live in, what city is that one? What city is this? Oxford or Cambridge? Do you remember? It's Oxford. My name is Peggy and I live in Oxford. It is, and here you need to write an adjective that describes Oxford. For example, it is a fantastic city. There are lots of things to do. And you need to write here 3 things that there are in Oxford. You can look for in Google or in internet to look for what buildings or what things can you find in Oxford. For example, there are libraries, there are castles, there are universities, for example. Activity number 3, you need to think about a person in your town, a famous person in your town. Okay, so ask your mom, ask your dad, ask your granny or your granddad if they know a famous person from Cocentaina, Alcoy, Millena. You decide. So, you can think about Cocentaina or about this region. It is not necessary to be a Cocentaina famous person. Close to here. For example, I am going to do Vicente Velda. He was a very famous bicycle rider and he won some races. So my name is Vicente Velda and I live in Cocentaina. It is a beautiful city. It is a great city. There are lots of things to do. There are some parks. There is a sports center. There is a cinema, for example. And in the last line, you need to talk about what things are near from the school. My school is near from a big park called Paquito Chocolatero, for example. Love from Vicente. Okay, this is just an example. Don't copy my example, okay? Think about a different person. And activity 4, as you can see, there are 3 columns. So these are 3 books: Alice in Wonderland, Narnia, The Lord of the Rings. The second column is the summary of the book. And the third column, they are the authors, the writers of the book. So, what you need to do, read the summary, decide which book is and who is the author of that book. For example, Alice in Wonderland. Let's see if this is the summary. A story about a fantasy world called Middle-earth. An evil wizard puts his evil power into special ring. He loses the ring in a battle. The story is about the ring and how it can control anyone who wears it. This summary is The Lord of the Rings. So what you need to do is to match, okay, The Lord of the Ring. And who is the author of The Lord of the Ring? Lewis, Tolkien, or Lewis Carroll? Is this Tolkien. Okay, so now you need to decide summary number 2 and summary number 3. Who is the front page? What is the front page and who is the author? Okay, so this video about the explanation of pages 44 and 45 of the activity book has finished. Bye bye, see you in the next video.